right. I want to mention one important thing that happened recently. Okay, this is very key. All right, so that you guys can understand, we do have the knowledge, and we have the proof to back up the things that we say. Okay, we one of the things that happened is we had a Eve, I want to talk a little bit about the meeting that we
Yes.
had, the family meeting, but I don't want to mention any names in regards to the
Yes.
people that were there. Okay,
Okay.
but recently we had a family meeting. Okay, basically what that entailed is that it was 6 family members. Okay, myself made 7. Okay, so 6 family members, including my brother Eves, was there. So what I had to do, I had to, I presented the stuff that I had, the proof that I had, my video footage, okay, the things that I say that's going on in my videos. Okay, I showed all the family members, okay, and Eves was there, and basically, and Eves, you can attest to this because you were there. Basically, with everything that I showed, okay, all 6 family members agreed that the things that I showed in my videos were not coincidences. Okay, they were not hallucinations. Okay, because they're being captured on camera. Okay,
Yeah.
then they were not hallucinations, and they agreed that they are some type of spiritual attack, that spiritual phenomenon that's manifesting in the real world. Okay,
Yeah.
and all 6 people agreed to that. Eve, am I right in what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Because a lot of time, we see things, we see things, and we're like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 times, it might be a coincidence. But when you constantly seeing the same thing repeating over and over and over again, you gotta step back and take a look and wonder, you know, is that really a coincidence or what's going on? But yes, at the meeting, all 6 of us agreed that it was not a coincidence because it happened too many times. And sometimes, my brother Greg could even call it out what's going to happen. Because he's been through it so much, he knows, and then bam, it happens. So we all agree, yes, it's not a coincidence. It's some kind of spiritual attack or some kind of thing that's doing that. It's not a coincidence. It's not normal.
Exactly. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's very important. And we know
Yeah.
what works. And one of
Yeah.
the things that work, like I said, is exposure, is to expose it, to know how these things work, how they attack. Because
Mm-hmm.
basically these types of attacks that we talk about are basically a form of covert harassment. Okay, we
Mm-hmm.
did a podcast. As a matter of fact, our last podcast was on that,
Mm-hmm.
was on
Mm-hmm.
covert harassment,
Yeah.
because it's a big thing and it's growing. Okay, so
Yeah.
there's different forms of covert harassment. You have
Yeah.
occult harassment, you have satanic gang stalking, you have electromagnetic attacks, you have
Mm-hmm.
all different forms. Excessive gaslighting, those are
Mm-hmm.
forms of covert harassment. So this type of covert harassment is spiritual attacks, psychic attacks,
Yeah.
type of sorcery. Okay,
Yeah.
so we know it well.
So that's why, it's always important to understand because so many people, you know, are going through this, especially here in America. A lot of things that's going on, especially in the day that we live in, they're not natural. They're not
No,
natural. You know, that's why they have all type of people coming up with all type of things. People saying, yeah, it's not normal. People
that's right.
going as far as saying that, some of these people that's walking by, they're not regular people.
Yeah, a lot of
You
people
know,
saying that.
they might be hybrids. They might be something that's causing them to act like that because the world's so crazy. But a lot of it is psychic or spiritual that's controlling you, that making those people do those things. You
That's
know,
right.
but they don't even know it.
Exactly.
They don't even know it. They don't even know it. You know. So that's why, you know, I mean, the thing that's going on right now, every day that you're hearing, you never heard of that before. You never heard of those things before back in the days, you know. But now it's crazy. It's really crazy, you know. So yes, it's good to be aware. It's good to talk about it. It's good to expose it, so that once everybody's coming out, they will have no place to come and attack you. Because if everybody's coming out with it, it's like shining a bright beam of light in the dark, and everything that's in the dark is going crazy, like bright light. You remember the gremlins? Right. You remember the gremlins?
Yeah.
Bright light. You know, they can't see the bright light. Once
right.
everything is exposed, it's like a bright light being shined on whatever they're doing. It's like, okay, you got me, you know. So they gotta stop, you know. I mean, they're not gonna stop forever, but they're gonna stop and they're gonna shift to a different, you know, to a different tactics, you know. But exposure, you know, and networking with other people, like going to a platform, speak your experience, share your experience, share what helped you, you know, share how you overcome certain things. That's the beginning. And the problem is, most of us that's going through the things we're going through, we don't know what it is. We're thinking it's normal. We're thinking that that's just the way life is, you know. It's natural. We just been dealt a bad card. Okay, no, it's not necessarily that. A lot of time it's yes, it could be past life, you know, karma or pain, but a lot of it too is things that happen, not necessarily from us. It could be from our family. It could be things that they've done in the past. We're the one that's paying for it. You know, a lot of times, I think we said that before, when things happen and they cannot affect the person that is the author of the thing, it affects their kids or their family.
That's right.
But sometimes, you know, the person are spiritual, they're protected, they know what to do. They're always like in a certain type of, spiritual mind frame. They're kind of protected, but their family members may not be so. It might be easier for whatever spirits or whatever thing that's causing the problem to attack them.